What's good, YouTube? Keeper of Frost here. I don't even know. I don't even know if it's, I don't even know, what the hell I'm gonna do with this channel, but it's, I just had to do it. I had to make this video because, what the fuck? 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 6 cents is at 1. For those of you who don't know, the card was coming out in Legendary Collection for Joey's World? Yeah, Joey's World. Was it a Legendary Collection 4? Yeah, Legendary Collection 3 was Yugi's World, and that wasn't even that long ago, right? Or is that Battle Pack 2? I don't even know. But no, Yugi's World was the one that had Orichalco, so that was a while ago. That was last year, actually, I think. Maybe it was this year, but it had to be beginning of this year. Last format, for sure. Anyways, well, this format just started. What am I doing? Anyways, this 6 cents is at 1, which pretty much gives every deck of the format a very viable draw engine that also suffices as a plus a million that also suffices. I mean, I don't even know. I really don't know how to describe 6 cents to anyone. It is always going to be a potential plus, 4 plus 5? A potential plus 4 to 5 that allows you to also, basically have the trooper effect and mill, 3 cards or 4 cards. Worst case scenario, yeah, they could roll a 1 or a 2 and you don't gain that much off of it, but still you get to mill a card or 2, so it's not, the card's never horrible. And just the potential for a plus that hard, I mean, it's going to have the trap dust shoot effect of being in every deck. I think Infernities would even play it. I think, even the decks where a card this is a card so good where even in decks where the strategy would seem to specifically be to not use this card, would still use this card. The only deck that maybe wouldn't use it maybe is Exodia. I could see Exodia not using it simply because obviously female Exodia, but if you're playing Dark Factory or bullshit, but I could see why they wouldn't, but I think you'd be playing Monster Reincarnation and Exodia, you'd be playing this card. That might end up becoming a thing. You can play Dark World Dealings in Exodia, and then you can play Monster Reincarnations in Exodia instead of playing the Dark Factory shit. And you can play 6 cents and just be 5-6 and, tell your opponent, well, you better hope you roll a 4 or you lose. 4 or lower. I'm not even going to talk about 6 cents. Just read the freaking card. Just go to Google, look up 6 cents, click the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia link, read the card, and that's it. You don't even, this video is not even important. It's just 6 cents is unbanned, and I'm pissed. I've been playing Dragoonity Rulers a lot lately, and I love the deck, and this is certainly support for that deck, among others, but I'm still pissed. Am I going to play it? Well, unfortunately, I have to. I'm not saying I'm upset. The deck got better, but it gave sack factor to every single deck in the game. Insectors, drawing 6 cards in Insectors is never bad. Milling 3 cards in Insectors isn't really a bad thing. A lot of Insector players play Trooper. So, seriously, what the fuck? Seriously. What in the actual fuck? Well, I guess I'm done, but yes. I don't even know what to say. I'm just so pissed. I wasn't even ready for a video. I'm just I just finished freaking I was watching a baseball game and doing some exercising, and God, I'm so pissed. Why is this card? Why? I don't, and you guys are going to say, and I know the arguments people will give this card. They'll give it the argument where, This is a card that's been in existence in the OCG since the beginning of the game, I think, or pretty close to the beginning of the game. I mean, I know Sixth Sense is a card from way back, and they're like, oh, well, in the TCG, well, we never had this card, because I know it comes out in Joey's World. I think it's Joey's World. Legendary Collection 4. I know it comes out in LG4. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, well, we've never had it, so we want to not have it banned, because, I don't even know why, because, I'm guessing because, I think somebody, what was the card that was banned before its release? There's been a few, but Temple of the Kings is probably the big one that comes to my mind. It was so utterly broken, but then at the same time, I understand why the card was banned. I perfectly agree with it. I agree with printing the cards. I just disagree with, like the card Sixth Sense should only have been printed as a card as a collectible item. Like this card's broken, or if you're playing, traditional with your friends, like it's broken. It's fun. Or if you're playing like some weird like stuff with your friends. But in terms of competitive play, this card is one of those cards that should be doomed to a life of never seeing competitive play. And there have been some broken cards that have, come back. Like obviously, we have the history with cards like Pot of Greed, it survived far too long. We have cards like, obviously Cold Wave, Ring of Destruction, all kinds of cards that just should have been banned a million times. I personally think there's, obviously even Super Rejuvenation was one that, they kind of, obviously they nerfed it here, but, I think it was a card that should have probably been, well, no, what am I talking about? No, that's a dumb one. But, obviously when they make a broken, like when they made Spellbook of Judgment, I was pissed, but it was understandable. When they made, because like when you make a broken card that they know is going to be broken and they're doing it to sell stuff, I understand that, and I just can't get mad at that. Now when this happens, this right here, Konami, what the fuck? I'd rather have Konami just make an incredibly broken deck or card or whatever in a new set. And I know you guys are saying this is a new set, but you know what I mean, like a incredibly broken card and release it in I don't know, in maybe whatever's after Shadow Specters, let's say next format, and just be like, yeah, this card's going to be the best card in the game. It's going to be worth $180. It's going to define the format. It's going to do all that stuff. You know what? I'm fine with that. I understand that's Yu-Gi-Oh, but this is different. Like this card, like I agree. I like how the best card of the format is a generic card that any deck could use, but I just don't like the way they did this. Like Sixth Sense, it's a card where if you open it, you kind of win. And I know you guys are going to say Dust Shoot. I mean, Dust Shoot really was that type of card. I mean, obviously this card's 8,000 times better than Dust Shoot, but Dust Shoot, even though it was not even a plus, Dust Shoot was one of those cards where, you open Dust Shoot, it kind of won you the game. Like, obviously, they could easily play out of a Dust Shoot, but it was one of those cards that really wrecked. So, yeah. I don't even know. I really don't. This video is gonna suck. I just am pissed. I want somebody to tell me why Sixth Sense is legal, and don't tell me because it's new or because it's not actually broken. I'd rather have a format with Ring of Destruction, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, and freaking let's just fucking play. If you're gonna fucking do this bullshit, we might as well just fucking play like fucking Chaos Control format or fucking Goat format or some other bullshit format. We could play fucking Dark Strike Fighter format or fucking Frog FTK format or fucking play one of these fucking bullshit formats. I'm fucking done.